Hey YouTube, welcome. I guess this is going to kind of be like a little update vlog. It's going to be short, just showing you something I'm planning on doing. Talk about some of the stuff that I found out. Well, I'll go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that I have found out about. Several videos I was talking about the transmission dipstick, trying to figure out how to use that, where it mounted. Then I found out, well, that transmission part was mounts, or the bolt that I thought that wasn't there actually is there. The only problem about it is I was getting ready to put it on the other day, and realized that I can't use my transmission dipstick. Let me move some of the stuff I got here out of the way. Fixing to start doing something to help with my hood, and this way I can show you a little bit of something that's going on with the hood. Sorry if I'm getting too close to the camera. I'm having to use my phone because my camera battery is actually dead. Let me get the hood up. Lord, I'm not going to lift it up all the way. Let me change the, well, let's see, I can't remember exactly how to change the camera. I guess I'll have to pause this, change it, and then start it back up. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Got a little better view over here. Alright, I don't have my manifolds in. I just stuck them in here just to see if I could actually modify them to work. I could actually shave this part down, re-weld it. The only issue I'd have though is the very back part would hit the frame, and I really don't want to mess with the frame, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a headers for it. But getting to my transmission dipstick tube, as you can see, set like this. Hopefully you can see, because it does look a little dark. It's right up against the manifold, and the manifold is actually slid back, so it's not even all the way back where it should be. And dipstick will either line up with one of the exhaust hose or right with one of the spark plugs. So I had to look around and see what people were doing, and found out there is a universal dipstick that is flexible, that mounts to your firewall. Now right here, this vent is for the AC. I'm going to put a metal plate right here to cover this hole up, because I'm not going to use the AC, so this won't never be seen. Well, the flexible dipstick, which is, I thought it was expensive. Cheapest I found before was $55. They averagely run around 100. I think it was 110, a little bit more than what I was expecting to pay for something like that. Well, today I was rechecking, and I found one that, for my transmission, the type that I'm looking for, because other ones go in there and kind of bolt under the transmission. This one actually slips in, and I watched another YouTuber use it. I can't think of what his name is. That's what gave me the idea of trying to find one, and luckily I did, and it was in an affordable price. But so that's one of the things I found out. Then I am working on my hood, which I put it back on the truck, and you see how flimsy it is. Right in these areas, right in here, and especially right here, they are bad about folding. As you see, I've done a little rigging before by putting a 2x4, a 2x2 up here and holding it, keep it from bending. The only thing about it is it's getting wore down even more, and it's starting to bend back here in these other spots. You can see where this one section's coming out. And I'm hoping what I got to fix will fix it. I'll show you here shortly. But when I bring it down, this I have to actually go to the side, push it down on the side, and do it one little by little until I get it flat, because of it wanting to fold. It don't want to push back, so I got to take care of that. I am missing some of the bolts that I had to actually, if you look, I had to find some bolts that actually fits inside the hood, because for some reason they're missing. I found 5, which is half of what I need. There's 5 that goes on, 3 right here on the firewall, and then 2 that goes on the hood. And I found 5, which happened to be in my tool bag, and the other 5 I figured should have been in there, but I couldn't find them, so I am gonna have to replace them. I gotta check my order of my torque converter bolts. Supposed to come in tomorrow, so hopefully they'll come in. Let me get this switched back over to me, and I'll tell you a little bit more of what's going on too. Wow, that's got a little dark. It's turning around where the sun's actually shining on me. Take a little set here in front of my truck, and tell you a few things that I have got, which I ordered the dipstick today. So that is coming. It's supposed to come in, I think, Wednesday of next week, or it might be the week after that. If I think about it, I will put a link to the place I got it, which is mustardtransmissions.com, I believe. No, mustardtransmissions.com is the one that I was watching a video on, and they said it, and I couldn't never find the dipstick. I finally went back through eBay, and I found it on eBay. So I'm sorry, I guess I won't be using that one. Maybe I'll edit that part out. Now, coming to one of the issues that I have had that I've been trying to figure out, which is with my fuel system. I've been trying to use the original tank that was on the truck. Still in good shape, stuff like that. But I need one that's got I want to have one that's got an in-tank fuel pump, instead of using an external, for where I won't have as much problems. So finally, on the cheap, I have found me another gas tank that instead of going on the passenger side, which is one where it's on this, it'll go on the driver's side. Now these types, you can't have dual tanks, one on each side, so it's not going to look that odd, because I'm still going to have the other tank on there. I'll talk a little bit more about what I found out on that part after that, but the guy going to go get it from don't live too far away. I could have got it today, but I was just getting off work when got the reply saying it was still available. It's coming off of a 97 Chevrolet Silverado 1500, so it'll actually match up with this LS motor pretty good. Then I just have to figure out my fuel system from there, my fuel lines. Looks like it's everything except for the mountain hardwire, which that ain't no problem. I can get that pretty easy. I'm hoping that the tank will fit. I think it's the same size. We'll need to do little measurements here and there to make sure. Now, getting back to my original tank, which is what I was wanting to originally use, while I was, I think I was still searching for the dipstick thing, and came across, I don't remember which website. I think it might have been Summit Racing, or it might have been another website. I got it saved on my laptop. they have a kit. It's a little bit more than what I can afford right now, but I'm planning on getting it when I can. Uh, it's a kit that actually will convert your standard tank into the electric fuel tank, where you have the return and center. It comes with everything in the kit except for the fuel pump it says. So you pick your own fuel pump. It adjusts to the size of your own tank. I don't know exactly how the sending unit works on that type. It's close to $200 just for the kit for that part. That ain't including the pump. So it's a little pricey. This way I'm going, the tank is only going to cost me $50, so that's really good. I will have to do a little modification on the bed. I am planning on getting a different bed later on, and the fuel tank cap will already be on that side. Sorry if I'm looking like I'm looking sideways. I know the camera's right there and I am staring at it, but every now and then I look over and see myself. I want to make sure I'm still in frame. Still getting used to all this camera stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping to get that. Well, I'll be going to get that tomorrow. I think it has everything on it. But like I said, it don't look like it's got the hardwire, which I can get the hardwire. I can easily get, if nothing else, get it on a junk order, or I can order it online. So I know I can find out. So that solves one of the problems that I've been trying to figure out, is how to be able to feed fuel to my motor once I get ready to start it and crank it up. Next thing I got to do, which is the reason why I put the hood on to help keep it clear, because they call for rain and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. But so I can stay dry if it does and keep the leaves out, I can actually work on the motor while it might be raining or something. So I still got to do the wiring, which there's a few other things. Need to fix the radiator core support, just a small section in the corner, so I put it in there so I can mock up the cooling system. I've already decided I'm actually going to get the complete cooling system off of a 1500 that's between the 90 something model up to 2004, I think, which is the same year model that my LS came out of, which is, it came out of 2001. It'd be the same thing, the whole cooling system, and actually use it on my truck. That way it'd be simple. The only thing about it is I just have to modify it to fit. That's the reason I need to get the core support in there, and then get me a radiator from a 2001. I'm going to go ahead and go with a used one for now. If I can get a cheap used one that's in good shape, that's great. I'll be able to use it. If not, at least have one that I can mock up to see what I need to do about getting mounts to support it and stuff like that. And I'm still trying to decide what kind of fans. I have decided I'm going to use electric fans, and I'm trying to decide which ones I want to go with, because there's several different models and styles. I can even get dual fans that actually are made for this truck, that are made for the LS swap. So, and they're in a reasonable price range. It's just, that is one thing that's a little bit further along, and I got to figure out how much income I have in it to put towards my project. And by then, it's just a few things I need to buckle up and fix first. And one of the things I want to fix is this hood. Which brings me to what I was doing out here in the first place. So let me switch this camera view over again, and I will show you what I was doing. Alright, now we're back over here. Now, right here you see that I have the wood blocks. Well, I'm fixing to take these wood blocks off. And you see how the bending is cracked, and which I will be fixing out. And this is, what I'm doing is actually a temporary fix. But if it works, like I'm hoping, I'm actually going to maybe do it permanent, and you can see how dirty. As long as it's set, look at all that mildew. I got to give this thing a good cleaning. Let me get one of my gloves here. What I'm using is pretty dirty. Sorry for the shakiness. And I think you've already seen it right there in the corner. This is some angle iron. 3 foot long. And I'm hoping, well, looking at the top, it was perfect fit. I might have to shorten these. So what I was wanting to do was replace that. Well, I'd have it like this where it mounts and go all the way from one end to the hood to the other. The only thing about it is now I see that this is going to go right where the motor mounts are. So I could either drill a hole for that or relocate this bar a little further out. So I was fixing to get ready to start doing some drilling. I was going to take these out, drill these holes where that will actually sit right in the location of that. Not like this, but it'd be same location as those 2x2 to hold that up. I done this years ago just to hold it, and like I said, it did work there for a little bit. So that's one thing I am working on, and I gotta now decide if I need to cut these, or I could actually go back and buy some that's actually shorter and keep these and use these for other projects. Those wasn't but just under $9, so it was tax and all just a little over $18. So it looks like it's a perfect fit though, right inside that little slot. Oh yes it is. Hold on, I might be able to get it to go. Well, it's gonna interfere with my hinges, so that's something I'm gonna have to address. Well, I'm gonna end it here, see what I can do on this, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and give me some ideas of what else I should do on this truck, or maybe some projects that you're doing. I'll see y'all in the next one.